This is a review of the ESKUTE Voyager electric mountain bike. I've been working on this video for a while.
Every time I pull away, it's like...
And every time I went out to shoot a sequence,
so easy.
I didn't get anything filmed apart from these clips. Because I was having way too much fun on this thing. Way too much fun. Okay, let's get serious. This is the review of the ESKUTE Voyager. It's an electric mountain bike. ESKUTE have sent me this bike for free to test, but as always, if you follow this channel for a while, it's totally independent and honest review. If it's good, I'll tell you. If it's bad, I'll tell you. And we're going to jump straight into the specs, the price and the features of this electric bike. Before we do that, please make sure you do subscribe and press the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Lots of interesting content coming very, very soon. You do not want to miss out. And if you like longer form content, then I've got a podcast called the Tech is Hard podcast. And we've got the latest episode is just recently uploaded and we start season 3 very soon. Lots of fun over there, so go check that out. Right, ESKUTE Voyager. Now, ESKUTE are a Chinese company. They price in the UK at $899, so £899. In the US, I think they're around $1,200. So they're relatively competitively priced. They're at the lower end of the electric bike market. So if you're looking for a cheap commuter, all-round good mountain bike for some off-road and some on-road riding, then this Voyager from ESKUTE is the perfect option. Right, the specs. It's got an aluminium frame. It's aluminium or aluminum, depending on where you are in the world. It features 27.5-inch wheels, so generally the bigger the wheels, the easier it deals with tougher terrain, rolls a little bit faster. So you start with 26, 27.5, and then you get 29s as well. But it's a perfect compromise between comfort and sort of covering more ground very quickly. The battery itself is a 480 watt lithium ion removable battery. You can replace it with a new one, so you can buy 2 if you want to, but it does come out very easily with the included key, and it's locked into the frame, built into the frame as well, so it's not a sort of external battery, although you can charge it just in the bike or you can take it out to charge it as well. So removing the battery is really easy. There's a lock on this side of the frame where you sort of unlock the switch, and then the bike comes with keys, 2 sets of keys, so always keep one safe. Make sure you don't lose these because otherwise you won't be able to remove the battery from the frame. So there's a key lock here, you put the key in, simply turn it and it releases the battery here, and then we take it out like so. That is the lithium ion battery that sits in the frame, and there we go. It's got a little indicator light on there, so you hold it down and it flashes blue when it's full, green when it's half full, and red when it's empty. So you can charge them as well as a charging port. If you want to charge it in the house overnight, you can do as well. Fits in the same way. Plop it in, push it in, and make sure you hit the lock button on the other side of the frame. Simple as that. It's got a 250 watt geared hub motor, so the actual motor is built into the hub of the rear wheel of this bike. That motor and the battery combined can propel you to 100 kilometers on one single charge. That's about 60 miles here in the UK. It takes about 8 hours to fully charge, so you can leave it overnight. It obviously comes included with the charger in the box as well. We'll touch a little bit on the assembly and what you get in the box just a little bit later in the video. The motor can take you all the way to 24 kilometers an hour or 15.5 miles an hour. It's got a KMC, which if you don't know that much about bikes, KMC make the best chains by far, and it's a rust proof chain. It's got Shimano Tourney 7-speed gears, which is really good. Shimano are basically the staple for mountain bikes and road bikes out there. It's very reliable gearing, so they're going to last It can carry a payload of 120 kilograms, so it's obviously this is a heavy duty bike. It's got an LCD display for the pedal assisted system that controls all the electronics and stuff like that. It also displays an odometer, speedometer, and the battery level indicator as well. Talking of the pedal assistance system, it has got 5 different modes. In fact, it's got 6 because it's got a throttle only mode, and then 1 to 5 is a pedal assisted different modes, which gives you various levels of pedal assistance. So overall, it's a good looking spec'd bike, and we took it out for a ride earlier on today. So this is going to be the real test. There's a cycle path down here, it's relatively technical, and then what we're going to do, we're going to come back up. It's like a dirt path, sandy as well. So can this bike cope with these kind of scenarios? It's great on gravel tracks, parks, canals, paths, those kind of thing. Perfect for that, but can it cope with this kind of situation? Let's go and do it. It's going to be stinging at all. Heaven down here. Oh man. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay, back up. Fun coming down. Back up is just one hand. In fact, level 5 is probably a little bit too fast. It just goes. It's mad. Yo, I got it. Oh, one hand. A little bit sandy. The 27.5-inch wheels handle the sand and the bumps and stuff really well. Better than a 26-inch would. Just brilliant. I'm in the top gear. I'm hardly pedaling and it's just taking you up. And it's a bit bumpy. Takes a little bit of effort, but you can hear the motor working. It just pulls you up the hill. It's brilliant. Okay, it's nice having a stand as well. I like having a stand, that's good. So it performed on the uphill and downhill test admirably. That's where it really comes into its own actually. Because of the weight going downhill, it's really quite good. It adds a little bit of weight, takes you down a little bit faster. The motor kicks in a little bit when you drop down below, obviously that 15.5 miles an hour. Then when you get to a hill, it just takes you back up so easily. There's no need to worry about upcoming inclines. It just takes you up brilliantly. And I love that, having that power. I've always said that electric bikes for cheating, but now having riding them, it just, it's addictive, really is. For me, these kind of roads, flat roads, long flat roads are where it does lack just a little bit, because that limit of 15.5 isn't quite fast enough, especially if you're a more advanced bike rider. You want to go a little bit faster, and when you get to that 15.5, you have to put quite a lot of effort into cycling, because you've got that weight of the electric bike, the battery and everything. It makes it a little bit harder riding it on flat surfaces like this. So just bear that in mind. But again, I'll say it again, when it comes to the hills, it's just so much fun. The power is more enough with that 408 watt battery, and the 250 watt hub motor just takes you away. It's more than enough. Just wish you could go over that 15.5. There's got to be a way to unlimit it, surely. E-Skute, let me know. It has to be said though, it's not just this bike that's limited to 15.5. It's every electric bike. They need to change that law. They really do. By the way, if you want to grab yourself one of these bikes, they are available on Amazon. Like I said, the price is £899 in the UK, about $1,200 in the US. The link is an affiliate link in the description down below. So if you buy through that link, really appreciate it. That helps this channel grow. Right, so as for the assembly was really easy. It comes more or less ready assembled. All you have to do is remove the bolt on the front forks and basically put the front wheel on. So that's pretty much it. Put the handlebars on, install the seat post with the seat. It took me about probably 25 minutes to half an hour, and I'm relatively competent when it comes to bike assembly, bike maintenance, that kind of thing. So if you haven't got much experience, get someone to help you. The bike is, as I said, pretty heavy, so it's probably a two-man job to get out of the box, but it came extremely well packaged though, very well protected through shipping and everything, and the shipping was only a few days well. So brilliant service from ESKUTE as far as that goes. In the box you get a number of different accessories. It comes with all the tools that you need to actually assemble the bike as well. It comes with the Allen keys, it comes with the wrenches, all that kind of thing. They actually send you a complimentary mudguard in the package as well. It comes with the spare keys, all the instructions, the charger, and the throttle if you're in the EU for you to fit yourself, which is a relatively simple job as well. So it comes with everything in the box that you expect to get with this kind of bike, everything you need to maintain it and to learn all about it as well through the instructions and so on. So the assembly experience was easy peasy, and everything was in the box that was supposed to be in the box. So yeah, top notch from ESKUTE as far as I'm concerned. So my overall evaluation of the ESKUTE Voyager was one of surprise. I've got to be honest, for the price I wasn't expecting much, and I've had my doubts over what it's like to ride an electric bike. The weight I thought was going to be probably wasn't that much of an issue. So I've really enjoyed it. I like the fact that it's got an LED light on the front as well. It's got an electric horn, which is really loud. If you're commuting, that's going to come in very useful. The battery is obviously got a fantastic range. I'm going to do a follow-up video, I think, to test the range to see if we can get the full 100 kilometers out of it at 60 miles. So we'll test that in a later video. So like I said, if you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads. Overall, I've been very impressed with the ESKUTE. Sure, it's got things that it lacks, things that it needs maybe a little bit of upgrading. For instance, the brakes aren't the best. I would have preferred hydraulic brakes, but apart from that, there isn't much wrong with the ESKUTE Voyager. For the price of $899, I think it's an absolute steal. So over the coming weeks, I'm going to be doing some follow-up videos on the ESKUTE Voyager, sharing some troubleshooting tips as well, so you can get the most out of your mountain bike, your electric mountain bike. But until next time, make sure you subscribe, press the bell so you don't miss those coming up videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Bye.